Studies have shown that colors have a voice. That's why we often describe them as loud and muted. Using 4 examples, this video will explore how the psychology of colors influences the tone of messaging and the way we receive those messages. Let's begin. The most effective marketers know how to contrast their messages against the surrounding environment. This makes what they have to say stand out. In design, the same principles applies. The way we contrast visual elements with their backgrounds ensures that our messages are not just seen but noticed. But why is contrast so important? Contrast makes design elements stand out. If you place a dark design element on a dark background, your message gets lost. Think of it this way. If an object carries your message but blends into the background, your message becomes unclear. The right contrast improves readability, and when color is included, your message becomes more noticed. But being seen and heard loudly isn't always a positive thing. There's an African proverb that says money doesn't like noise, and looking at the colors used by luxury brands, this seems to hold true. Let's look at 4 colors: green, red, yellow, and blue. When luxury brands choose colors, they tend to go for darker, more muted shades. This softens the loudness of the color, and it brings a sense of refinement to it. What you rarely see are neon or overly bright colors. Those are too loud. Now let's match these 4 colors to brands. For green, Rolex; red, Cartier; yellow, Fendi; and for blue, Chaumet. Notice the richness in the colors? Let's take a closer look. The color red evokes intense emotions, like love, passion, and desire. A muted version of red, such as deep crimson, is Cartier's signature color. It's used throughout their packaging and branding to convey elegance and intimacy. Green is calming, and it brings a feeling of reassurance as it symbolizes renewal. In darker shades, green is associated with prestige, growth, and prosperity. And it's no surprise that Rolex has embraced this shade as part of its identity. Rolex also incorporates a muted yellow, giving it a golden hue. Gold is universally associated with luxury, quality, and status, perfectly aligned with Rolex's brand positioning. Staying on the same color, Fendi also uses yellow, but again in a softened tone. It's vibrant, it's not overwhelming, but striking a balance between energy and sophistication. And now finally, let's move on to the color blue. Blue is also known for evoking calmness, trust, and composure. The French jeweler Chaumet uses a deep rich shade, often described as royal blue, which reinforces the brand's luxury status. It's very clear that colors have a voice. Research shows that color, especially when used as a signature element, serves 2 key purposes: to make a design visually appealing and to communicate something deeper. When we engage with brands, online or offline, colors help shape our perception and build emotional connections. As communication is essential, colors must support what the design intends to say. That's where contrast becomes critical, because if your audience cannot see your message, you cannot tell them. Therefore, when color is chosen without care or intention, the design loses its effect and its impact fades. So far, we've covered how different tones of colors affect how messages are perceived, and also we've covered how contrast can fade what we are trying to convey. As we conclude, I'll say use these 2 concepts to help you deliver your messages and to paint the impression of who the messages are coming from. Thanks for watching and have a great day. If you want to learn about how creative ideas are developed, click on this video.